Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Terraria Let's Play. As you just saw in the time-lapse, we just built this. This is probably what I'm just going to be using for my intros. And here we have a couple goals. So, we have collect every pet and mount. That's one of the goals I want to do, at least pre-hard mode wise. All of this stuff is for pre-hard mode. We're going to complete the bestiary, at least what we can get in pre-hard mode. We're going to create a golf course, which we'll do this before this because we need the golf court, or the golf course for the golf cart. We're going to make a build for each weapon type, so that's melee, ranged, summoner, magic. And they'll have their own places and their own builds, just because I kind of want somewhere to put all the weapons so it doesn't clog up my main base area. We have an actual graveyard biome that I want to make just for crafting purposes, and we're going to do that in one of our evil biomes. Not too sure which side we want to do, because we can do either the big one over here or the very small one over here. And then last of all, we have collect every NPC item, because I never collect the NPC items. I don't get their signature whatevers, like their hats. I don't get their weapons, so I thought it'd be fun. But this episode, we're not going to do any of these. We're going to do just a whole bunch of different pre-hard mode prep. Or not pre-hard mode prep, rather hard mode prep. Just basically anything that comes into mind for what I want to do in hard mode. So we're just going to prepare some things. And I'll see you in the time lapses, which will probably have a voiceover. See you then. Cue the music. So, as you can see, right now, I'm blowing up a big space in the underground cavern, just so I can make the, of course, underground cavern farm. This will be incredibly useful once we begin hard mode for farming anything in the underground, especially the Rod of Discord. So you can just sit in here as long as you want, and they just run into the thing, and it's pretty easy. But it'll be useful for things like farming souls, mimics, cursed flames, ichor, just anything from the underground. And I just wanted to take this time to shamelessly plug my Twitch, where I stream a lot of the things that I do, whether that be building in Minecraft or playing Terraria. So if you like my content, go check it out. Thank you very much. Now back to our scheduled Terraria. So you can see here that I just dug out a quick little thing of Spider Cave, because I'm going to do some summoner stuff. And then I proceeded quickly to go do the torch god, because I think the biome torches are very cool and not lame at all. So as you guys can see here, I am in our cavern farm, and it's real nice. We have obviously some of the essentials. Water candle up here, picky bank. We have some darts. You can see right now I've set this thing to our corruption just to farm, but you can see we have our 140 blocks of jungle. We have our pre-done bits of ice, so we can do the ice biome whenever we want. Just add a single block here and those guys can begin spawning. But right now I just have it set on some ebon stone on the spawn platforms right here, and I found it pretty interesting that you don't actually need the biome for a lot of things to spawn. I've used this for quite a bit, and you can get quite a bit of things. Specifically, two things that I was very surprised about were the evil biome mobs. You don't actually need the evil biome for them to spawn, just the evil biome blocks, and they'll spawn in, which was kind of crazy to me. But also, the granite and marble biomes work the same. You don't actually need the biome, you just need the blocks for them to spawn on, and that's pretty useful. because that means you can like AFK and just get a ton of granite and a ton of marble, especially granite, but you can get marble by shimmering this stuff, which makes this an incredible marble form, which I love. Yeah, I was pretty surprised by this. You can see we have our little town here for the pylon. Just 2 guys, especially this thing, just because he doesn't really change his prices, so we can kind of be more justified in keeping him here. Yeah, that's the spot. You saw that we cleared out the spider farm because that's the class I do want to use once we begin hard mode, because whenever that big V shows up, I do want to contaminate it eventually. I don't want to give it too much time to actually spawn things, or spread rather. So I plan on getting summoner armor because I think that doesn't take too long. We'll just grind that out, get a mithril anvil, and call it a day, and then begin busting down those evil biomes. And yeah, I personally don't do like the mining stuff with the ores. I don't break the demon altars. I just go fish. But I thought about it for a second, and then going fishing for all of like titanium might give the evil biomes a little bit too much time to spread, especially since we have the pylon system set up and we might get affected by it. So I don't really want that to happen. I just want to take as much time and just stop the spread of the crimson, at least, because the hollow I'm not too worried about, but the crimson is definitely a big thing. And yeah, you can see I've been doing a little bit of exploring because I've actually been recording a lot of other stuff for the pets. You'll see that in those episodes, but yeah. So let's talk about what we're going to do for the rest of pre-hard mode. So you can see here we have this build. I'll give you guys a little spoiler for next episode, for not exactly next episode, but a future episode. I'm shamelessly plugging here. I did this on a stream the other day. We did terraforming quite a while back and emptied out a hill, and we made this. So you'll see the whole process of me doing that on my live stream. It'll kind of just be kind of raw, but I'll try to edit out the parts where I lagged pretty bad. But I have a lot of ideas, so stay tuned for those, because I'm going to give them to you right now. So like I said in the intro up here, we have a goal of making a build for every single class type. So this one, yes. So I was thinking we need a melee area, and we need somewhere to use our underworld pylon. So why not build an obsidian forge deep in hell? I'm thinking of putting it over here, because if you look at our pylon distribution, we have quite a bit over here and nicely distributed, but we have none really on this bottom side of this world. So I'm thinking putting a obsidian forge in the ash biome on this side, so we have quick access to this side of the world for anything we might want. So that will hold our melee weapons. And I'm thinking over here on the border between the crimson and the non-crimson, I want to put like a tall ranger tower, kind of like a scouting tower, to make sure that, you know, the crimson doesn't spread. And that'll be where we put all our, maybe just the bows, and we'll have, you know, somewhere else for the guns and other miscellaneous ranged weapons. And then magic, I'm actually not too sure, so I think we'll do magic in hard mode. But for the summoners, I want to clear out a nice big area in the jungle and have just kind of like a big hub. It's going to be our second biggest base, I think, at least for what I want. I don't remember, but it's going to be called the Hive, because I think summoners kind of hive-mindy kind of vibe. So I don't really know where I want to put it, because I don't think I'll put it next to this arena, but maybe I will. But I will be doing that in the future, all 3 of these builds, and hopefully we'll see how much better at building I've gotten. And Yeah, that's kind of the main idea. I will also do like biome specific builds. The hive is going to be the jungle one, but I still want to do ones for the other guys. You can see here we have an idea brewing that will be coming out very soon. It's going to be called the Tinker's Workshop. Very creative, I know, because we have these three guys. And I figured, why not put all our accessories and wiring all in one spot? Because accessories clog up inventory space so quickly. I decided, hey, let me just put it in here. We'll call it the Tinker's Workshop. And then we'll also probably do some teleportation stuff in this area, which is our spawn hub, where we need to go do some other stuff. You'll all see that in a future episode. So I think that will actually be it for me. I know it's a bit of a shorter episode, a little bit more boring, and I do apologize for that. But we'll be back better than ever. So have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.